My name is Jessica Eise, and I'm auditioning to be your citizen journalist for the upcoming Republican and Democrat conventions.
My name is Solomon Kleinsmith from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm not a fan of either Barack Obama and the Democrats or Romney and the Republicans, and how much they're bought and paid for by special interest money is a big part of why.
When you show up at a political convention to talk about money and politics, well, you're sort of an outsider. So we thought we'd start with some other outsiders.
About the cave in the roof. So sound money don't sound funny no more. Think about how much we'd save with no war.
No, not protesters, supporters of Ron Paul. They held this event, Paul Fest, for 3 days before the convention began. Paul racked up about 150 delegates to the convention in his bid for the Republican nomination. As the delegates arrived the next day, Jessica talked to Catherine Bernard. She's a Georgia delegate who supports Ron Paul.
I think money in politics is inevitable. We should be worried less about money in politics and be worried more about government in politics. Well-intentioned election regulations, well-intentioned communication regulations, those are what end up causing more problems because they're what distort the political landscape.
A lot of people argue the point of view that there are poor people who don't have the money to influence politics in the same way, but seeing as it's democracy, don't we all deserve to have equal say?
Money is always going to buy you access, whether it's in politics or business or anywhere else, but we are lucky to be living in a time when everyone has Twitter, everyone has access to mass communication. We're even seeing on CNN and C-SPAN, they regularly have a little chyron running with different tweets that they're hearing from different people. The government has tremendous power to control communications even as it is. So I think it's less about money in politics. That's something that can be checked by other private citizens with their money, and more about worrying about restrictions that the government might place on private citizen speech.
We should go to our states, maybe. Jessica was on a roll.
Y'all from Texas?
Absolutely, we are.
She also spoke to Texas delegate Jorge Landivar, who thinks there's not enough money in politics.
You have strong feelings about money in politics?
You say that. Yeah. Well, think about it. The federal budget is what, $4 trillion a year? How much does it cost to buy a senator?
I don't know. I've never tried to buy a senator.
A senatorial campaign in Texas is going to be about $20 million for when you're not an incumbent. If you're an incumbent, maybe like 5, or maybe less than that. So for that much, you get 1/100th in control of $4 trillion. So it's too good an investment right now. You have to make it more expensive so fewer people will do it.
So fewer people can, but how does that contribute to a democratic electoral process?
Well, it turns out that money is not the most important thing. So something we've learned in Texas, see the grassroots in their face, and if the grassroots are in the candidate's face, it doesn't matter.
What did you say earlier? It turns out that money isn't the most important thing?
Yeah, it's not the most important thing.
Yeah.
You got to do 2 things. You got to make it expensive, and you got to get the grassroots going. The most important thing is people on the ground, people who are willing to help you. There's been quite a few studies.
So you think
about
the
this.
spirit of democracy will prevail?
Always.
Yes.
Always.